Hey, welcome to the video. Bit of a different setup today. I kind of had a moment where I fell off the bike. Honestly, didn't think that I would be able to record this video. That's the situation I'm in at the moment. But like yeah, didn't think I would be able to record a video. But after the initial shock kind of passed, feeling a little bit better now. So I'll just make a quick one for you guys. Obviously, there's no fancy camera setup. In fact, this is the state of the camera at the moment. Pretty sure I have to get this fixed. So yeah, probably some minimal editing. I'm just going to be recording on Loom today, and yeah, pardon the video quality, but let me just get right into Bitcoin. So far you're still having a bullish daily bias, but in overall bearish order flow. You haven't closed below this level yet, but you don't need to, because even here right now it's already like bearish CISD. So if I had to lean towards one direction, I think I'm going to be leaning towards the bearish direction, even though you have a bullish daily bias, just because of the overall kind of like order flow. Now, if you go lower, you'll also see that this fair value gap finally got filled. If you guys remember from Monday, I talked about how the PO3 for the day is going to head towards the downside. So anyways, fair value gap is filled, and right now hourly is forming change in state of delivery to the downside. So with this confirmed, especially on this candle right here, that is your confirmation of a CISD. After that, I think you're just going to be looking for shorts. Price to either return back into this area here, or just for price to just continue going lower, and you just momentum trade that to the downside. So situation as it stands today, if I'm not mistaken, we don't have news. So what you're going to want to look for is just for price to return back into that hourly order block around the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. New York, which is the New York kill zone. Once you have that, I think you're going to be good to go for a trade. Now, the exact level is going to be 86,600, and yeah, that's about it for Bitcoin, really. Can't guarantee that I'll be on Twitter today posting a live setup, but like this is the scenario that you want to go for, essentially. Also, this just a caveat real quick, even though the hourly order flow seems to be pretty bearish, in the event that you close above 87,000, that is going to lead to a bullish change in state of delivery. And mind you, today the daily bias is bullish. So there's a potential that, if you close above here, it's going to flip that potential resistance into support, and you're just going to keep going higher from that point onwards. So if that happens and you don't get that 5-minute change in state of delivery on the lower time frame, guess what? You're probably just going to be going long for the day. The reason that came into my mind is because you had the Asia low that was swept during London, and after sweeping the London, you could potentially get some sort of accumulation, manipulation, followed by distribution. So just keep that in mind. That is going to be the setup for Bitcoin. Going down to Ethereum, let's take a look at if there are any setups. So Ethereum is definitely bearish, and let's go to the 1 hourly chart. Oof, damn, this is so choppy. I think the ideal setup is going to be for close below this level before we go into any shorts, or potentially a sweep above this level before we go into any longs. So I think Ethereum is just kind of ranging around at the moment, which means that at least the system that we're trading right now here in AOC, it's not necessarily the best when it comes to range trading. So I think just take it easy and focus on Bitcoin compared to Ethereum. I think there's a clearer setup over there. In terms of Solana, you had a bullish daily candle close, and you had, yesterday you filled in the fair value gap and just chopped around for the most part. So nothing really happened. And then right now, price seems to be breaking towards the downside. I'm so sorry, just feeling a little bit tired. Don't know why. Probably from the shock of that. Probably from the shock of everything. You have a bearish CISD here that's already confirmed on the 1 hourly chart. So Solana is looking much more cleared compared to Ethereum. So if you want to take a trade, I think you go for Solana compared to Ethereum. And right now, this seems to be the order block that you can retrace back into during the 5-minute chart. Of course, the ideal trading window for today is just 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. purely because you don't really have news today. So guys, quick video today just to get it out to you guys. I'm probably gonna head to the clinic to get some stitches. Don't know why I didn't get it when I was doing the first aid, but yeah, cheers.